What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't seen you on here in a while, but this is my coming back to YouTube party, and what a better way to do it than with a market update. Took me a little bit of time to get all of the equipment back into working order, get the batteries charged and everything good to go, but we are doing this, so let's get right into those market stats. We're going to start with some year-over-year stats, which we need to take with a little bit of a grain of salt because you have to keep in mind that in February of 2023, we were already down in volume by quite a bit. So in February, across the Toronto Real Estate Board, we had about 5,600 sales, which is up around 17% from February of last year. You can see the number of new listings is also about 15%, but the average price is pretty flat at about $1.1 million. Now in the city of Toronto, we saw very similar results as to what we had across the board. We were up 13% in sales to a hair under 2,000 sales. The number of average listings was up about 22%, and again, the average sale price was pretty flat at right around $1.1 million. And finally, in Mississauga, we have a pretty similar story with both sales and the number of active listings up about 24%, and the average sale price being, again, fairly flat at right around $1 million. Okay, let's take a look at some of the micro markets. I want to highlight a couple in Toronto first. The semi-detached market is absolutely rocking, with the average sale price up to about 1.3, which is about 3% over February of last year, but it's already up 12.5% from the start of this year. And the reason is there is less than 1 month of inventory and people are lined up out the door for these. This is one of the asset classes that's very much back to multiple offers, where people are lined up around the block to get in for showings, and we're seeing 8, 10, 12 offers on these pretty much every time. And towards the other end of the spectrum is the condo apartment market. Average sale price is about $726,000, which is give or take flat from February of last year. But we have about 3.5 months of inventory. So they're sitting on the market a little bit longer, definitely not seeing all the crazy bidding wars happening like we are with the semi-detached. In Mississauga, the semi-detached market is just as rocking as it is in downtown, with less than a month of inventory. The average sale price is up about 3% from last year to $1,070,000 or so. So you can really see the uptick that we've been having, at least in certain markets in the month of February. Detached houses in Mississauga are also very strong, up to an average sale price of almost $1.5 million, which is up about 10.5% just from the start of the year. We've got about 1.8 months of inventory, and detached homes are staying on the Mississauga market for about 23 days. And finally, let's talk about the condo apartments. The average sale price in February was about $630,000, which is up about 3% from February of last year and about the same from the start of the year. Condos are on the market for around 33 days, and we've got about 3.6 months of inventory. You can see the market in Mississauga is pretty similar to what's going on in Toronto right now. So what does it all mean? Well, it means that we are in a fairly normal market cycle. So the market ticked down in January, which it often tends to do when the market isn't going crazy. And then we had a nice big uptick in February, and I expect to see that continue through March, April, and May, through the spring and into the summer, where it tends to slow down a little bit. So does it make sense to buy or sell right now? As usual, it depends. If you're selling, a semi-detached house in a desirable location, it absolutely makes sense to sell right now. If you're selling a condo, you may want to hold on to it a little bit longer unless you need to move. And the opposite being true, if you're a buyer, it's not going to be very much fun right now looking to buy a semi or a detached house, especially if you're just trying to get into the market. But if you're looking for a condo, I think you're going to find a lot of choices out there where you can find the place that you're going to be really happy with. Okay, that about wraps it up for this month. Thank you for watching my coming back to YouTube video. I promise these are going to continue to get better over the next few months. That being said, if you enjoyed this or you just want to come along for the ride, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.